Everybody's talking about what it is to be chosen, the chosen one. And if you're a chosen one, your life's probably like this. If you're a chosen one, people probably treat you like this. If you're a chosen one, whatever you do, you're always excellent at it. It comes easy or whatever. If you're a chosen one, you have a special gift or glow which it makes you able to do things that other people have no idea how you do it. Well, that's all said and good, but everybody online, on Facebook and all this talk about what it is to be a chosen one, trying to get everybody the explanation of what a chosen one is and what you're supposed to be doing and why it's so important to you respect these chosen ones. That's not what really a chosen one is. They're all wrong. A chosen one is somebody that was chosen by God himself and was made by God himself. That person was created by God. Everything about that person's life, God did it. He made that person the personality that he is. Everything about that person, God made it. Him like that. He's a person that God himself created for his purposes that God himself will do down here through him. That's why he's here. He's chosen by God because God's going to do a work down here through him that he's going to do with that person. Chosen by God because he has a work he's going to do, and he chooses that person to do it through, and he made that person for that specific purpose. That's a chosen one. Someone that God has chosen and made and created because he's going to do a work down here, and you're going to use that person to do it. And many are called, but few are chosen. God would choose a few to work his will through the things he wants to get done down here himself. He chooses people to do it with throughout history. And you don't need a lot of people. You don't need a few to do the things he wants to do down here. He chose the prophets to bring his word to his people so he can get his will and what he wanted them to do to them. He used the prophets for his work, which was to take my word to them so they could hear it. He used Noah to save all animals and mankind as he brought the flood. God did that. He used Noah to build that boat because God was doing a work which was to save all the animals and to save mankind by one family, Noah's. He was a chosen vessel by God because God was going to do a work through him, which was to save whatever he wanted to save after the flood. A chosen one is just that, someone that God has specifically picked and made and chose because he's going to do a work through that person down here on this earth somehow. Something God's going to do down here. It's the work that he's doing through that person. Like me, I wrote a book, Why the White Man Rules. I didn't write that book. God wrote that book. He just used me to write it through. He chose me to be the one to bring that information to the world that was hidden for centuries. But in these last days, he has revealed it why the world's the way it is. And he chose me to be the one to use to bring the truth out to the rest of the world. I'm a chosen one because God used me to get his will done, the work he was going to do through me, which was to tell the world the truth about why the world's the way it is. I'm a chosen one. My whole life was made by God. Everything about me, God made me like this. I can't take credit for nothing, not a thing. He did everything. He made me the person I am. Everything in my life, he did it. I can't get away. I'm trapped. I'm a slave. I'm just his, period. I was created for his purposes. And I didn't realize what it was until I wrote the book. I said, that's why God's been so good to me all my life. And everything that happens to me, nothing bad ever happened to me in my life. He's always been totally good. Never been bad against me. Done nothing against me all my life. It messed me up. I couldn't understand it. Why does he treat me like this? But when I wrote that book, I understood. God had a work he's going to do through me, and nothing was going to prevent that from happening, not even my own mistakes. And my life's a testimony to the fact that every time I got in trouble or trouble came my way, God entered into it and stopped it. So everybody online talking about this is what it is to be a chosen one. Get your facts straight. A chosen one just means God has picked a person that he's going to work through to get something he's going to do down here done. That's a chosen one. Nothing else. You're not chosen to break generational curses. That's not a chosen one. Chosen one is somebody that God works through to do something he's doing. Ain't got nothing to do with the chosen one or his life, his family, or anything in this world was going on in this world. None of that. The chosen one does not care about none of that. He cares about what God wants him to do, and he's going to do. And God's going to use him to get his will done through that person. He has no choice but to let God do what he's doing in his life because he can't control his life. God's in control of it, and God can get what he wants done through him, no matter what. He enters into all things to work his good to those who he has called according to his purposes and that love him. That's what it says in Romans 8. All things do not work for good to those who are called by God. All things do not work for good. I'm sorry. Getting hit by a bus does not work for good. In the Greek, it says God enters into all things to work his good to those who are called according to his purposes and that love him, the chosen ones. That's what it means in that verse. All things do not work for your good. I'm sorry. The Greek says God enters into all things to work his good to those who are called according to his purposes and that love him. God's talking about the ones he chose. He'll enter into all things to stop anything that's happening in that person's life that will prevent God's will from being done that he planned to do through that person. He'll stop it. He'll enter into it and prevent it. Because God will get his will done no matter what. Can't nothing stop God from doing what he wants to do when he wants to do it. And if something happens in my life that's going to prevent God from getting his will done that he planned to do through me, he's going to enter into it and stop it. And my life is testimony of all that. Everything that happened in my life, God entered into it and did something to stop something or to prevent something or to make something happen to make me the person I am and make me do what I'm doing today. That book I wrote, God wrote that book. That's why he chose me. Because he's going to write some truth through that book to tell the world about, and he chose me to do it. And it's out there to be bought and read to those who want to know the truth. But I'm tired of hearing people online talking about the chosen one, this, the chosen one, that. You don't understand what you're talking about. So you don't know God well enough to know what a chosen one is. I'll talk to y'all later.